Can you make a tank with a cupola work on Westfield? Let's see. Do we really need to play Cran wagons? Let's see if we can play the M103 on Westfield. We're gonna take it up to the ridge line and let's see how we can make this cupola work. We're playing with this setup, rammer, vertical stabilizer and the turbo. The turbocharger I don't really recommend, but the vehicle can reach 34 km on top speed, and with the turbo can go up to 38, which is a bit better. The power to weight ratio it's really decent at 16. With this it's around 17. So it is a really good tank for mobility. On top of that, the gun handling after the buffs it's really nice. I'm playing the vertical stabilizer, just to be more tiny touch, more accurate, to have less bloom, and the rammer obviously to have much better rate of fire. With this setup with rammer and brothers in arms, you get exactly the same rate of fire as you get on the stock T110E5, which is a nice thing to know. And with this setup, actually the vehicle is pretty much the same as the T110E5 stock. And I feel like the M103 has slightly less cupola. It's a slightly smaller, or I just got used on how you play with it. But I don't know. For me, I feel like this tank it's a gem, and obviously can do the job. And is the phase 1 better? Yes, it is. It's a tiny touch better. Has like much better cupola. There is an aggressive T10 that I think he disconnected or something. Looks like he's going walls deep in our team. It's fine. We don't manage to get the tracking. I really wanted to get the tracking for the Mark of Excellence. And yeah, looks like we bounce the Progetto, we bounce the Tortoise that they're sniping. There is the Minotauro, a really nice shield over there. Minotauro has like really good turret armor, only in the front, but when it comes to the sides are really weak. And on a map like this, it's hard to make a tank with weak sides work, because you need to face only one enemy at a time. The Progetto, it's tunnel vision. He doesn't see us. We are struggling with 8 degrees of gun depression, but we make it work. The 268 is sniping. The Minotauro is bouncing. They're trying to hit our weak point. We're trying to aim for the weak point. Unfortunately, with 0.35 accuracy, we didn't manage to be that accurate at long distance. And over here, I'm a bit scared because obviously I have a weak point, but I have the weak point, and I'm trying to be pretty careful on how I can, how I can wiggle and make myself a harder target as possible. And yeah, for the moment we are unscratched. We load the AP. This is perfect. Just look at this. We can see through the map to the gas, but they cannot see us. And we chip out pretty much on the motion. We bounce that, could penetrate with hit, but yeah, I'm playing some roulette over here. That one was a miss. Yeah, the gun is kind of alrighty, but when it comes to, hitting the weak point, it's not gonna be as accurate, for 200 meters or 300 meters. We have the tanks on top, or actually below, and we're just farming. And yeah, I don't even want to shoot those guys. I mean, just look at it. This is the perfect position. And if you're just gonna wiggle your M103 or any tank like the E4 as well in this scenario, it will be really great. Over there we don't have the gun depression. Come on, can we make it? Can you connect this? Looks like it went through, but I don't know if we connected. Yeah, hitting that is gonna be, that was a bit missing from me. We're spamming the full hit. We're gonna be broke by the end of this battle if we continue like this. And what I can say, this is a solid vehicle. You have the DPM. You do have really good DPM standard, 2500 after they got buffed with the rammer, and my setup is like a 2 or 3 skill. It's not like the most skill, and on top of that I'm not playing with the consumable. Come on, can you make the kill? No, 375, but at least we got the damage, In this case, we're just farming, and this is. Come on! Why is my hand so shaky? I don't know, but come on, can you connect one more on the 268? He is turning, perfect. We're aiming for that, and just look at that. When RNG is in your side, the gun is just your best friend. And just like that, we pick up pretty much 4k combined in like 4.5 minutes of fighting over there. So yes, you can see the M103 can actually you can make an M103 work if you're gonna wiggle your weak point, and you can just expose the turret, because the turret it's much better than the hull. And on top of that, the tank it's a bit tall, and I feel it's really tall, this tank. And yeah, it's, I don't know how to say, sometimes it's good at this tall, but sometimes not. We wait till he's gonna turn. Come on, can we track him? Come on, can we pick up the kill? We are shooting the AP. Good. We managed to penetrate that side, the space protection in the side. The artillery is stunning us. We poke our target. Unfortunate, unfortunate, unfortunate. Come on, can we pick up the artillery then? If we are too slow for that, and just like that. 4.5k in the game. And is it gonna be more with the blunt fire? Come on, how many do you think we managed to hit and penetrate? Let me know what do you think. Whilst we are gonna jump on tank GG, not on tank GG for the moment, but here we are, 5.7k damage. And 382 assistance, 2 kills, and that was enough for an ace on the M103 and the high caliber, because we spammed the full gold, we don't know how to aim, and we just let 340 hit go through the enemy's armor. And is the M103 a better vehicle than the E4? Tier for tier, I don't really know. I don't have that E4, E5 yet, because I'm waiting to trim out this, then I can move my crew to the next vehicle. But I don't know, man. This tank just feels solid for tier 9. But you have the E phase 1, which is pretty much the same vehicle, but with a stronger armor. And you know, you have that bond repair kit that is free, and that makes the tank just slightly better, the E phase 1 over this one. But for this one, as a detected vehicle, I don't know, in my hands it just feels solid. I like it. And it's the first tank that has a turret with a weak point that it can, you know, I can actually make it work. And it's really fun that it's actually the M103, which was considered a worse vehicle. But that was our 5k battle. Looks like the enemy didn't have the best team, like the Jack Panzer did 1 shell of damage. This guy was sniping, he managed to hit 3, he managed to penetrate 5. And overall the enemies got overwhelmed, while my Contro Caro did good work. The 277 as well, the BZ. So pretty much overall we had much stronger team. This is why we finished, I don't know, like 14-0 or something like that. But overall, if we will not be aggressive in that game, we, you know, pretty much will end up with, you know, 2k damage or something like that, because the game is so fast paced. You have to adapt, you have to conquer the reach, you have to you know, try to push your limits, try to do as much as possible in less of a time. And yeah, we didn't make match credits, so actually we end up broke because we don't have the premium account. And this was the game, 5.5 minutes. Talking about the statistics of the M103, here is my setup over here. As you can see, the DPM is identical with the bone stock E5. Shell velocity is great on AP, the penetration is great on AP, on the hit as well. Aiming time is good, the dispersion is good. As you can see, the dispersion and the aiming time, it's the same, pretty much the same as the tier 10. The tier 10 got a slightly better gun handling than the bone stock M103. The depression is 8, which is workable for any map. Mobility wise, yeah, it's pretty much the same. Next to that, what do we have? Power to it, as you can see, it's pretty much the same. So yeah, T1 10E5 is pretty much the same M103 with this setup, but you know, at tier 10 you have more hit points and you know, better view range. You have pretty much M103 with this setup is pretty much as a bone stock tier 10, which I find it quite decent. And overall, I don't know, I can give this tank an 8.5 out of 10. I don't know, it has good mobility, good DPM, good ammunition. good, well, good armor. I mean, it's a boat shape armor. You can side scrape, you can over angle, but sometimes you can find the armor not working. Sometimes you can find armor working. You have the view range as well. You have pretty much all you need to your hand to make this tank work. Um, Obviously you have the cupola that is a weak point, but once you know how to hide it, it is gonna be a good vehicle. So for the millionth time, this was M103. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the Westfield game. And without further ado, I'll end the video here. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more of those. See ya!